Welcome, curious minds, to a world of knowledge and discovery. Welcome, everyone, to our latest video where we'll be exploring Lee Jackson, bassist. Lee Jackson, born 1944, is an English bass guitarist known for his work in The Nice, a progressive rock band, as well as his own band formed after The Nice, Jackson Heights, and finally Refugee with Nice drummer Brian Davison and Swiss keyboardist Patrick Moraz. Jackson plays bass left-handed. Brace yourself for a deep dive into biography as we explore its impact and relevance in our evolving narrative. He was born Keith Anthony Joseph Jackson in Newcastle upon Tyne. Jackson first played with unknown bands, the Von Dykes and the Invaders. Then he found himself with the Hedgehoppers Anonymous in December 1965, replacing their bassist Ray Honeyball. He only stayed with this formation for a few weeks before joining Gary Farr and the T-Bones in 1966. It was at this time that he met Keith Emerson, the band's pianist and organist. Then when the latter left to join the group The Veeps, Future Art and Spooky Tooth, Jackson remained with the T-Bones until their dissolution at the end of 1966. The two met again later to form a backing band for American singer P.P. Arnold. The band was called The Nice. She had been with the Ike and Tina Turner Revue and was starting a solo career in England. The Nice were formed by Emerson and Jackson, with guitarist trumpeter David Oist and Ian Hague on drums, soon to be replaced by Brian Davison. Emerson left the band to form Emerson, Lake and Palmer in 1970. Jackson subsequently formed the band Jackson Heights with Charlie Harcourt on guitars, Mario Enrique Covarrubias Tapia on bass and Spanish guitars, and Tommy Sloan on drums. Jackson Heights disbanded after their first album King Progress in 1970. Jackson reformed the band, with keyboardist Brian Chatton ex-The Warriors British band starring John Anderson and ex-Flaming Youth with Phil Collins and John McBurney on acoustic guitar and vocals. Michael Giles played drums on the next 3 albums, but the band toured as a trio without drums. On their last record, Bump and Grind, Ian Wallace, also an ex-King Crimson and Deep Purple's Ian Pace, shared drums with Michael Giles. Jackson went on to form the band Refugee, with drummer Brian Davison from The Nice and Swiss keyboardist Patrick Moraz. They released 1 album before Moraz quit to join Yes. After Refugee broke up, Jackson formed Stritjack, which toured for a short while at minor venues, including in January 1977 the Rochester Castle in Stoke Newington, London. Jackson and Davison reformed The Nice again with Emerson, accompanied by the Keith Emerson Band, for a tour of England in 2002. A live album, Vivicitus, was recorded and published that same year. Lee Jackson has played bass in a New Orleans-style rock and roll and jazz band called the Ginger Pig, based in Northampton, for more than 20 years since returning to the UK. He also formed a small combo called Lee Jackson's Barking Spiders, with members of a Beatles tribute band called Accrington Stanley. He has a hoarse singing voice which has frequently drawn criticism, notably from Emerson, and an almost percussive bass-playing style. In this part of the video, we'll be diving deep into The Nice and unraveling its profound impact. Studio albums: The Thoughts of Emelis Davjak, immediate 1968, As Longa Vita Brevis, immediate 1969, Nice, immediate 1970, Five Bridges Charisma 1971, Elegy Charisma. Live albums: America, the BBC Sessions Receiver, 1996-2001, The Swedish Radio Sessions, late 1967, Sanctuary, 2001-2002, BBC Sessions Sanctuary, 2002-2003, Vivicitus Sanctuary, 2003-2009, Live at the Fillmore East, December 1969, Virgin, 2009. Let's now venture into the realm of Jackson Heights and explore the fascinating intricacies it holds. 1970, King Progress Charisma UKCAS 1018, TAS Mercury USS R61000, 331 1972, The Fifth Avenue Bus Vertigo 6000, 360 67 1972, Ragamuffins for Vertigo 6000, 360 77 1973, Bump and Grind Vertigo 6000, 360 92. As we transition, let's shed light on Refugee and its relevance to our ongoing exploration. 1974, Refugee Charisma Label 2007, Live in Concert Newcastle City Hall 1974. Newcastle City Hall 1974, Voice Print Label. Contains 2 songs from the Nice Era, the Diamond Hard Blue Apples of the Moon and the Bob Dylan written song She Belongs to Me, as well as songs from the studio album from Refugee. Stay connected and join our community by subscribing and following me on other platforms.